Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing really well today, and I just wanted to come on at the very beginning of the month of December. Happy December. I'm getting the word intentions right away, so this of course, could be a really powerful time to set some intentions, because not only are we in the month of December, but also we have just experienced a new moon. And you guys know that astrology really isn't my strong suit necessarily. So I'm going to be looking up some information about this Sagittarius new moon, which actually has occurred today on the first of the month. And Sagittarius energy breaks us out of a rut and delivers a hopeful adventure. The sign of justice, freedom, media, travel, publishing. I feel like something about this new moon has been, my guides are saying, positively disruptive, meaning it's been disruptive to your energy in some way, but ultimately it's actually meant to push you in a more positive direction. Now, I'm going to get into some information and messages related to this. But I also just want to ask, have any of you been feeling some kind of funky, weird energy around this new moon? Because I was talking with a friend of mine, and she and I have both been feeling in this kind of weird state of being the last few days, feeling a little bit more low energy at times than usual, sometimes almost like apathetic or unmotivated, and yet there's this sense of being restless as well, like desiring to go and create and do a bunch of things, and yet it's like you're just laying in bed or sitting on the couch. That's the best way I can describe it. Energetically, it feels like you're moving a million different directions, but physically, you almost get this low energy, apathetic, stagnant state going. And there's kind of a lot of tension or contrast between those two states, between how you're feeling and then what the vision is, or these ideas or different things that you want to do. It's kind of difficult to even really find the words to describe this. And of course, we all experience energy in different ways, on different waves and timelines and all of that. But I just thought I would share some of my experiences with this energy, as well as some others that I've spoken to, just in case this is something that you're going through at the moment. Because if so, know that you are not alone in what you're feeling. There is something really big happening astrologically speaking. And I'm hoping that using tarot, we can really begin to pull through and flesh out some messages to help give some guidance or direction to this energy, but also help us all to feel a little bit clearer and a little bit more grounded at this time. So that's really my goal with this video. Also, I personally will go ahead and share my intention, because I'm hoping to see your intentions in the comments section, which, before I forget, I should mention this at the beginning, but if you've been following the channel, in the month of November, we did our very first free tarot reading giveaway, and I just announced the winner in a community post today. So I am so excited that we got a chance to do this. I can't believe I never really thought of doing this prior on the channel, but I'm just really excited to kind of keep this going. I really liked all of the energy around that giveaway. So I'm going to be doing the same thing for the month of December. It's entirely free to enter, and the readings will be done privately with me via email. They are written readings, and you can enter just by liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you aren't already subscribed, and then leaving a comment underneath this video, letting me know what intention you are setting for the month of December. I think the reason that intention setting feels so powerful, particularly today at the beginning of this month, is probably because of the fact that not only are we starting the new monthly cycle with the first day of the month, but also with that new moon energy. So that sense of there being a fresh cycle, a new start, a new beginning is happening not only with the calendar month, but also with the lunar cycle. So it's kind of a compounded effect. And that's really bringing about this sense that December can be a really powerful month for all of us. So my personal intention for December is to create a YouTube video every day in December. So we will see how it goes. I think it's been a really long time since I've posted on YouTube on a daily basis. However, the Saturday videos will be for YouTube members only. They will be exclusive for members on the YouTube channel, but all other 6 videos posted throughout the week will be available publicly. So I just wanted to share my own intention with all of you. And just like with any intention, sometimes they do have to be adapted as we go along. So I'm going to see how this kind of unfolds. And I guess now you'll be following that journey here as well. And we'll see if I can hold to that intention through the month of December. And I would love to hear your personal intention for the month in the comments section under the video. And of course, it enters you in the free tarot reading giveaway when you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading right away. I am getting this message about those intentions, specifically those of you who set intentions that involve some kind of daily action step or something that you're doing on a daily basis, kind of like how in my case, I'm setting the intention to do this daily YouTube video. There's something coming up about the power of choosing to do one small thing every day that moves you closer towards a goal, dream, or vision, even if that action seems to be relatively small or doesn't seem to be that big of a deal, to really recognize that momentum is a powerful thing and that even just one small action step a day from that inspired place that you really infuse that inspired energy into, I'm getting Leo and Libra energy here for someone, can lead to this kind of buildup energetically that brings about really powerful results over time. So maybe for some of you, those intentions will involve something that you want to commit to doing for yourself or to build some kind of goal or dream every single day. And I am excited to check in together along the way through these videos and in the comments section. It's so interesting because we've been talking about your personal power, manifesting some goals, some vision, and then all of the sudden we get the Magician card. And of course, this is perfectly in line with everything we've been talking about here. This is about you really reclaiming full power of your life, you becoming the alchemist of your life. The affirmation on this card says, I have all the tools to create my reality. The divine works through me. And this card also says, remember that you are powerful, create your inner world and the outer will follow. So there may be a message here as well about visualizing your goals, dreams, or desires, or taking a small block of time. I like to say 15 minutes a day, especially in the morning when you are in that really clear-minded state of being, can be so powerful for visualizing the kind of life you are trying to create or attract, the kind of timeline that you want to align with. This small block of time per day can be so powerful for helping you to shift into that desired reality. Now, what else can I channel for all of the beautiful souls listening here? I am going to be pulling some physical cards in this reading, although you guys know that we haven't been relying as heavily on the physical cards. I also saw the number 919, so let's go ahead and channel into this number. Although right away, this looks very mirrored. 2 mirrored energies separated by an obstacle is what I'm getting. Interesting. I got the letter initials OSCAR, which of course spells Oscar, but also WAL and D. Some of these could be in someone's name. But it's interesting because when you think of 919, you've got the nines on either side that are mirroring each other. They are the same, but then you have the one in the middle, so separated by some kind of wall or some kind of obstacle represented by that one. And what I'm getting here is potentially this could be you and another person who share very similar frequency energy. I'm hearing you're on the same wavelength, but in the physical, you seem to be separated by some kind of distance or obstacle, or it's almost like there's something preventing the two of you from fully connecting or touching or meeting or something along those lines. I mean, touching, I meant that symbolically, but maybe that's literal in terms of a romantic relationship. Like there's something preventing this relationship from moving forward in the physical. But I do feel a lot of mirrored energy for you and this person, whoever I'm channeling into here. I almost get the sense the one, because one can represent a new beginning, a fresh start, a new cycle. So it's almost as though for the group that I'm channeling into here, it's like, what's between the two of you is this need for one person to fully embrace a new cycle, to fully step into the next phase of their life. And with broken heart reversed, I got the name Ralph. This may represent a healing of the heart as well. So healing their heart from the past and stepping into some kind of new cycle. Now, here we have the World card in the upright position. I'm hearing until the expansion happens, this won't move forward with action in the reverse position. So of course, this could relate to this person or connection, and these cards could be saying until some kind of internal expansion takes place that heals the heart and allows one to move forward into this new beginning personally, this connection cannot move forward physically, but this also could speak to something happening within you and your personal life. So this actually could relate to something you are trying to move forward physically or get some kind of result out of in the physical world. And the message here might be to change the external, the internal must change first, that there has to be some kind of internal shift or expansion. And again, specifically, that could be some kind of healing of the heart here. So what else can I channel about this? Yeah, then we have cornucopia. So it's almost like whatever this powerful thing is that's manifesting, whether it is a literal connection or whether it's something manifesting in your life, it strongly feels as though I saw curly gray hair for someone. This also could represent wisdom, someone elevating to a state of higher wisdom, being recognized for their wisdom and experience in something. Maybe that's part of this thing that you're manifesting here. But with cornucopia in the upright position, I see this representing, it's almost like something powerful manifesting after a period of time that looked very inactive in the physical world, but was very active in a spiritual sense, because the entire time the heart was being healed here. There was that internal expansion taking place that we've been talking about. Again, there's something about the heart here with man holding a heart in the upright position. I'm hearing someone had to get a hold of their own heart before they could give it to you. So again, I get for many of you, there is literally another person involved here. This may be a masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be. And of course, keep in mind these labels, masculine and feminine, are just used to describe energy dynamics. We all do have a balance of both energies within us. So take those however they resonate. But there may be a masculine here who wants to give you their heart, or who has wanted to give you their heart for a long time. Something about the state of Georgia is coming up here. But they had to heal their heart first, and this may have involved breaking free from some kind of karmic pattern or cycle that they were stuck in here. So what else can I channel about this situation? Let's pull another traditional tarot card. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups. I'm hearing a long-awaited reunion or reconnection. So whether this is platonic or romantic, it feels like you coming together with someone or with a group of people that had to break free of some kind of karmic cycle and heal their heart and expand internally, before they could reconnect with you in the physical world. But the entire time, I'm getting that you were really on their mind and heart, that even in the middle of that karmic cycle or situation, they were really daydreaming about the day that is now dawning where they would be able to reconnect with you in the future here. Can I channel anything else about this situation? Yeah, with indecision reversed, this person, if it is a specific person, they come in feeling very decisive. If this is relating more so symbolically for you than to a connection, this would represent the path opening up for you in such a clear and powerful way after a time where things have felt really uncertain. But it's like you had to come into that balance internally within yourself first. And that balance, I'm hearing, is also what sustains your path forward and keeps you in that state of clarity. With Magician and the Mirror in the upright position, I feel that you've really worked a lot on balancing your internal divine masculine and divine feminine. I'm hearing lost in the forest. For some reason, I saw this divine feminine energy like running around barefoot in a forest. And this represents how for a while someone had to really allow their almost like a wounded feminine part of them to be free, to run free in this metaphorical forest, to be totally unbridled, uncontrolled, wild, free, creatively expressive, open. But then after a while, I feel that this person learned to symbolically balance that wild, beautiful, feminine nature, that creative spirit, with some level of structure in their life, represented by the healed divine masculine. Not to come in and control the feminine, but to actually give structure to the feminine that would allow her to channel more powerfully through that focused kind of outlet, through focusing that energy. So this actually might be about what you're doing in your personal life, even when we talked about those specific daily action steps that move you closer to your goals. I'm hearing setting up parameters. Maybe somehow you are learning how to set up parameters for your beautifully wild, expressive, divine feminine energy. And those parameters represent your healed internal masculine that are helping you to focus that creative energy in such a way that is bringing about a powerful result. Because when you do balance that internal masculine and feminine, you are extremely magnetic. Now, if you do want assistance in balancing your internal divine masculine and divine feminine, I haven't shared about this in a while, but regardless of whether or not you consider yourself to specifically be on a twin flame journey, I do actually have a subliminal that is specifically related to really balancing your internal divine feminine and divine masculine energy and coming into that state of balance within yourself that does make you so magnetic. And these are my awakened divine feminine and awakened divine masculine subliminal meditations. Now, I would recommend, if you are resonating more with your divine feminine, to utilize the awakened divine feminine subliminal. But as a byproduct of this, this will really help you to ground and balance and integrate your internal divine masculine energy here as well. So this is because the healed internal feminine naturally balances the internal masculine, but we see this externally as well, that when you as a divine feminine show up in that healed state of being, you naturally attract in masculine energies that begin reflecting back to you that healed masculine energy. It's like you're holding space for each other's healed state of being, in a sense. So specifically, this subliminal, the awakened divine feminine subliminal, is very comprehensive, but it's really designed to help you be more receptive, allow love in your life in all forms, to really receive the life that you desire and deserve, but in an effortless way, to connect with your own divinity internally, to live authentically in your purpose, to feel more beautiful, confident, magnetic, all of those things. And again, this comes from my Subliminals app, Sound and Soulful, which you can find by searching for it in the App Store. You can also download it directly by clicking the link in the pinned comment or or description box underneath this video. But for those of you who don't know, Subliminals are audio meditation tracks that contain unconscious spoken affirmations. And the difference between these and more traditional meditations is that these affirmations are embedded within tones, sounds, and frequencies that allows them to bypass the conscious filter of the mind and make deeper, more lasting impressions on the subconscious mind, which is so powerful because it's actually our subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So reprogramming the subconscious with subliminals is a really, really powerful way to fast track your manifestations by shifting into that energy of what you desire. And when you sign up in the app, you get access to every subliminal I've created for many different areas of life. And you can listen to each of them in 10 different background sound options. You can also create your own custom private playlists and even read the affirmations while you are listening. And since you are tuning in from YouTube, I will be giving you a special discount code that is YouTube Love in all caps. And this will give you 10% off in the app. So all information on that is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. But let's go ahead and get back into more of the messages here. What I find so interesting about the mirroring concept coming up with that 919 number, or now more thematically in the reading, I see this idea emerging that it's not just you and this potential other person mirroring each other if there is another person involved for you, but this is also about the external mirroring the internal, because you'll notice how we were channeling certain shifts in this external connection that were actually relating to shifts happening within yourself. So what I get the sense of, I'm hearing something about like a playing in a sandbox symbolically, where it's like the sandbox, I'm hearing everything in the sandbox is real. What you play with in the sandbox becomes your reality. It represents how what you play with on the internal realm energetically reflects then in your wider external physical world. So it's almost as though someone is acting as kind of that sandbox for you. I know we're talking so symbolically here. It's kind of hard to find the words to describe this here, so bear with me. But I feel almost like there's a connection here that represents that sandbox where you're kind of connecting, relating with this person, and ways that you're shifting in regards to this connection, or the way that this connection is evolving, actually seems to reflect internal shifts and changes that you're making within yourself, and vice versa. It's like you're able to see these shifts playing out in real time with this other physical person. And that's the beauty of this connection. I have to say, I know this doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame, but for many of you, it really may feel or be a twin flame situation. I don't know why I said it might feel like a twin flame. That felt kind of like a slip of the tongue, but I don't really believe in accidents or coincidences. So maybe for some of you, it's like it does feel emotionally like a twin flame, but intellectually, maybe you're questioning it or you're not sure. Maybe you've kind of let go of the twin flame label, or really labels in general for soul connections. And so you're kind of hesitant to necessarily label it. I'm hearing labeling limits. So maybe you feel like to label this connection would actually limit or dilute it in some way. Anyway, so here we have victory in the reverse position. I get the sense as though someone almost feels like they failed here. And I feel this may be you feeling as though somehow you failed in this connection, or this connection has failed, or this situation didn't turn out the way that you necessarily wanted it to or expected it to at an intellectual level. But then we have the garden and the gate here. So I feel like I'm hearing guarded but watching. It's like you are kind of there with your guard up, but still aware of this person or situation, still connected to it in some way, and connected because of the way that it seems to be mirroring you so strongly, building your sense of confidence. Interesting. So with the solar plexus chakra, I feel part of the role of this connection has been to build this true, authentic sense of confidence that you have within yourself. But at times, it's left you feeling really unbalanced. Now, ironically, part of why this has left you feeling so unbalanced is because this connection has been meant to activate you into your true confidence, meaning your confidence in who you really are as a soul, physically embodied, walking this earth, your authentic self. So this connection has most likely caused ego deaths, where it has really torn apart and broken down the parts of yourself that you may have strongly identified with, but that weren't necessarily resonant with that real, true soul version of you. This has absolutely sparked a massive spiritual activation within the both of you, with the crown chakra and the upright position, but also action in the reverse. Oh, okay, so I'm getting something here. So I know we keep switching from talking about this specific connection to talking about things generally in your life. And again, I feel that's for a reason. I feel that reflects how so much of this connection has been for you, where the internal shifts reflect in the external connection. But anyway, I'm picking up that if you are one of those individuals who are feeling this apathy or those lower energies, just feeling unmotivated. Again, we talked at the beginning of this reading how many of us are feeling that sense of almost this divine restlessness, where we have these big visions, dreams, ideas, this spiritual sense of motivation, but physically the energy just hasn't been there, or we felt a little bit lower energy. If that is describing you, then know that even though you've been feeling that stagnancy physically, it's because there's been so much shifting and changing on a spiritual level. There's specifically been a very strong crown chakra activation. Now, if you are resonating with this, to assist you in kind of clearing this activated crown chakra energy and balancing it with the other chakra centers, I would also really recommend my crown chakra activation subliminal, or my 7 chakra energy clearing, which is really good for comprehensive deep level energy clearing and grounding. It's one that I often use myself. I would use these in combination with each other to really help you through this energetically intense time. But I do want to see specifically how you are being, I'm getting the word upgraded. So you're not just being activated, you're actually being spiritually upgraded in some sense. So let's see what other information we can get about this. Wow, okay, we have the Temperance card. So you're being brought into balance. I'm hearing balance is the upgrade. Interesting. Open, say yes, expand through the extremes, trust life. Wow, that is a powerful card to come out here. So you are most likely feeling the extremes emotionally, the highs and the lows, if you're part of this collective that I'm speaking to here. But that is actually, I'm hearing feeling the extremes. It's almost like a bicycle where you're teetering to one direction and then going to the other direction. But as you move forward, you're going to find your balance in feeling the extremes. And I'm also picking up that this is somehow carving you open energetically, like feeling the lowest of your lows and the highest of your highs is expanding you energetically in some sense at this cosmic level, and it's allowing more light to come in. So what you're going to notice on the other side of this, as you begin to balance out emotionally, which you really will, I'm hearing something about the number 3. This could be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. I am getting that it's 3 days for many of you as of watching this reading, where you're going to actually start feeling lighter. And what you're going to notice on the other side of this is you're going to have this glow about you. Now, if you can visibly see auras or see energy, which, by the way, anyone has the ability to see energy, to perceive auras. So I would love to share more information on how you can begin to visually detect and see more energy, specifically auras. This is actually easier for many of you who are very energetically sensitive by default. You'll find it an easier process to begin seeing energy, seeing auras if you aren't already, and this is something that you desire. Of course, it's not necessary per se, because you naturally can register energy simply subconsciously, and you're going to feel that kind of subconscious sense of having this glow about you. You might have other people comment on this as well, but this is because I'm seeing a road for some reason. Maybe you're going on a road trip or driving, but I'm seeing that the reason people will notice this glow about you is because spiritually, through these extremes you're feeling, you actually are being opened up to hold more light. I'm hearing playful, so you might find yourself feeling more playful, feeling more open, and specifically having some kind of massive breakthrough around something that may have felt challenging, may have felt like a failure. This may even be related to that connection that was coming through here that felt like some kind of failure or like something had gone wrong. I feel like there's going to be a major breakthrough. We also have the community card. So I see you almost just like clicking into alignment with a group of people that are going to represent more soul-aligned community for you. Now, this might not necessarily happen right away, but it's almost like you're clicking into this timeline. And again, I keep getting within 3 days of seeing this video, you're clicking into this timeline. You're locking it in where you are going to be, in general, connecting with and attracting in more physical forms of soul-aligned community that are going to be really fulfilling for you. And of course, at the very bottom of the deck, we just have the Temple Path card representing, I'm hearing a solid, clear knowing that you are on the right path. And right now, things might be feeling a little foggy. You might be feeling a little uncertain. But again, simply rest, nourish yourself, allow these cosmic activation, specifically the crown chakra activation that's taking place. Because on the other side of this, I'm hearing as you naturally just rest and allow the changes, you are going to be feeling a lot more of a sense of clarity, a lot more socially connected and much lighter as well. So I just saw the number 111 and that feels like the perfect place to close the reading. I hope something from here connected with you in a personal way. If so, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Of course, if you want to enter the free tarot reading giveaway for December, you can do so by liking the video, commenting, and subscribing. And the full rules for entry are in the description box of this video. Also, I've mentioned a couple subliminals throughout this reading to assist you in dealing with some of these energies, maintaining that clear, grounded state of being in spite of these powerful activations taking place. So if you do want to reference or listen to and incorporate any of those subliminals, then the link to download my Subliminals app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post more energy updates, inspiration, and information. Otherwise, I am going to close the reading here. Have an amazing remainder of your day and start to your December. Happy December again. I am so happy and grateful to be here with all of you and excited to be tuning in together even more frequently in the month of December. And as always, I will connect with you here again in the next video.